painting to photography, from beadwork to woodworking, KQAL FM on the campus of Winona State University presents Art Beat. Art Beat highlights the work and accomplishments of local artists from in and around Winona. Support for Art Beat is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Today on Art Beat, we talk to some of the cast from the Winona State University Theater and Dance Department's presentation of The Moors, directed by Jim Williams. Williams describes the play as Wuthering Heights Gone Rogue. Tomorrow night is opening night for the production, which runs through Saturday, October 16th in the Vivian Fusillo Theater at the Performing Arts Center on the campus of Winona State University. Showtime is 7:30 p.m., and tickets are available at the door at $10 for general admission and $5 for students. The play, which draws inspiration from Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre, takes us on a darkly strange journey through themes of love, desperation, and much, much more. Today, we hear from 5 of the cast members, Christina, Aiden, Darian, Miranda, and Vicks, who give us the dirt on this dark journey without giving too much away. I'm Bill Stoneberg. Stick around as we get a sneak peek at the Winona State University Theater and Art Department production of The Moors, today on Art Beat. I'm here with the cast of The Moors today, so we're going to talk a little bit about the play and kind of give you the lowdown on the play itself and what it takes to put something on like this. We have 5 people from the cast today. Can we just go around the room and we'll introduce ourselves and what you do in it? Christina, can you want to go first?
Oh, sure. My name is Christina Bisalaujo, and I will be playing Agatha in the play.
Okay, thank you, Christina. Aiden?
I'm Aiden Noth, and I'll be playing the Mastiff in the play.
Okay, and then Darian?
I'm Darian Odette, and I play Emily.
Okay, and then Miranda?
I'm Miranda Bondison, and I play Holdy.
Holdy?
Holdy, yeah.
Okay. And then Vicks?
I'm Vicks Wyland, and I play Marjorie Mallory.
Okay. Marjorie Mallory. You not only have an interesting name in real life, you have an interesting name in the play as well. I like that. That's really good alliteration. Marjorie Mallory. I like that. So welcome, you guys, to Art Beat. This is the show we're doing today here. So does anyone want to can you give us a rundown on what this play is about? It's The Moors. From what I read, it was kind of inspired by Wuthering Heights and possibly Jane Eyre, something like that. Does someone want to give us kind of a brief synopsis of the play?
Sure. It's kind of, the best way to put it is almost a woman's parody of Wuthering Heights.
Okay.
And it's got comedy, it's a little dark at times, but it's all around a wonderful show.
I like that part. It's all around wonderful show. What kind of goes down in it? Like, if we're not familiar with Wuthering Heights, what would you say to someone who doesn't know what that is at all? Like, is it a romantic story? Is it a comedy? Is it a tragedy? Is it all of those things?
It's sort of all of those things. It's very melodramatic. It's sort of like a soap opera, but it makes you laugh a lot.
Ooh, I like that. A soap opera that makes you laugh a lot. I like that. And so where's the play set?
It's set at 1840s-ish.
Okay, sure.
The script is very,
kind of vague in that
Yeah,
realm.
exactly.
Yeah. And then where geographically is this set?
I think it's, sort of England-y.
Okay, yeah.
So it
Yeah,
is. Okay.
like the rolling foothills and stuff like that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Vicks. Or Marjorie. Okay. What do you think people might get from it? Like in a way they could relate it to their own lives, their own experience?
I think it just deals with stuff that we deal with in our modern lives. There's celebrity drama with Holdy.
Celebrity,
forgot her name over there. And then my character specifically deals with being lonely and he's a paranoid type of person who is desperate for some sort of happiness in his life.
Ooh, this sounds kind of juicy.
Very juicy.
Yes. Okay, cool. So a lot about relationships, it sounds like, between people and how people behave then towards each other, perhaps, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
My character, Emily, I guess can sort of relate to the whole deal with hustle culture that we're dealing with in America now, where she has sort of the same life. Wherever she goes, it's all the same, and she deeply longs for something different.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people today could relate to that, right? Right? So how long have you guys been, how long has this been in production? How long does it take to do this, to get this going?
It's been about 2-3 months.
Okay.
I think 2 months is about
2 months,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
6 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
7.
So kind of basically all semester, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It takes a lot of work to do this, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, something I didn't ask you guys right away when you introduced yourselves, what year are you guys in school here? Or are you guys roughly the same age, or? Okay. Okay. A lot of variation then. Okay. Well, we'll just go around. Christina, you play Agatha. What year are you in school here?
So I'm basically a senior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically. So you're a senior. It takes us all a while, right? And Aiden, how about you? You play the Mastiff.
Yeah.
Right? What year are you?
I'm fresh out of high school.
Fresh out of high school. You're a freshman.
Yeah.
Okay. Darian, you play Emily. What year in school are you?
I'm a freshman.
Freshman as well. Okay. And then Miranda, who plays Holdy. What year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore. Okay. A little bit of experience. And then Vicks, you play Marjorie. What year are you in school?
I'm a second-year student.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Aiden and Darian, you're a freshman, right?
Yeah.
So what, did you guys act in high school as well?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, a lot. Okay. Okay. Aiden, you too?
Yeah, I did a little bit in high school. I actually did a lot of tech in high school.
Okay.
And like my last year of high school, I did acting.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So, how did that progression go for you? Like, were you what kind of tech did you do, or is it just kind of all around tech? When you
Yeah,
do
so
that?
I did sound specifically.
Okay, nice.
Like I did all the soundboard and stuff like that. But my director really liked me. We were she's like a family best friend.
Oh, cool.
So she really wanted me to act like throughout all of high school and was begging me, and finally I gave in and was
Right.
like, sure, I'll do it. And then I did like one of the leads, and that was pretty fun.
So you were pressured into it?
Yeah, exactly.
And how do you feel about that now?
I mean, I like tech and I like acting, so I think it's good that I did both.
Right, right.
So yeah, but I think I do like acting because I think I'm okay at it, maybe decent. So
right,
yeah,
modest as well. I like that. Well, it also, I mean, seeing both sides, that probably helps you with your acting and the way you perform on stage, knowing what it takes behind the scenes to get that out to the audience.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Okay, cool. How about the rest of you? Like Christina, you play Agatha. What got you into acting? Have you acted again? So since you're a senior here, have you acted the entire time you've gone to Winona State, or?
No, not quite. I actually did a couple of children's shows, but I wasn't in a lot of productions.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to jump towards it here at the end, right before I take my leave.
Right.
But being in the play has actually been a lot of fun, and I've had so much fun with the cast and backstage and all our
Cool.
little inside jokes and such. It's
So,
been great.
so is this your first acting experience in this play then?
Technically, yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool. Well, congratulations. That's a good. It always. That's always impressive to me when people they go through school and then at the last minute they're like, you know what, I'm going to do that too. It's because sometimes it's a leap, and sometimes it takes some courage to do that. Congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Miranda, what got you into acting? Have you acted both years here? Or?
Yeah, so I've been doing theater since about 3rd grade.
Oh, cool.
And then I was in Shining Lives last semester. So second semester last year.
Okay.
I've been doing it
Forever,
most of my
right?
life. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you love most about it? Like, why are you so passionate about it?
I think it's just kind of being able to be in front of people and being someone different, I guess, for a little bit.
Okay,
it's just kind of
sure.
been a stress relief for me. So if I have stuff going on, I'm able to just fully immerse myself into the character and
Okay, right.
go out.
So maybe there's some catharsis for you and just doing things like that. Well, that's a great thing because it also then you get to tell stories to people.
Yeah, exactly.
We get to see these wonderful stories through your acting. That's great. Marjorie, how about you? Or Marjorie Vicks, who plays Marjorie. How about you? What got you into acting?
I did a little bit. I did mostly vocal performing in high school, but then I also did a lot of tech.
Oh, okay.
So I would do set, makeup, hair, that type of thing, and costuming as well. And my senior year, I finally got an acting part, and I loved it. And I wanted to do it last year, but we couldn't last year.
Right, yeah.
And I am so glad I got this opportunity with this cast.
Cool.
Because it's definitely made an experience so worthwhile.
Awesome. Well, and I think that reminds me of a good point here, that there's so much more to theater than just getting up there and playing the part, right? I mean, so far we've seen out of the 5 of you, there's 2 that have worked in the tech side of it as well. And I'm sure you all have interests in other areas of it. There's so much that goes into a production, and those skills can probably transfer to other areas in life, I would imagine, So I guess congratulations on that. That's fantastic. Why do you think, how are the plays chosen, first of all? Like, do you guys get together and do they ask you guys, or do they just does a professor or something pick a play and you guys just do it? Like, how does that go down?
Yeah, I think it's all like faculty and staff. They choose the year before what they're planning on doing for the next
year.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think they chose this one this year? Just because it's a good play, maybe?
Yeah, and also I know it's a newer play, so maybe they want to do something that's more modern. And
right.
I think it was 2017. It was made.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that maybe played a role in it.
Okay. Well, everything I read online kind of raves about it, so it sounds like a cool story. Without giving too much away, I'm going to go around and ask you each, like, what's your favorite thing about this play in particular, or this performance? It could be like a scene, a character, a theme, So, Christina, what kind of stands out to you about this play?
My favorite part about this play is my character specifically, because
awesome.
I argue my character is the strongest character, like the most powerful character. She has a lot of strength and a lot of she demands control and grabs attention. Like when she walks into a room, she's in there. Like that's my favorite part about the play and my character.
She's kind of a boss then. Huh?
She's a boss, yes.
Awesome. How about you, Aiden? What stands out to you?
Yeah, so same reason. I like my character a lot, but kind of for the opposite reason. My character is not a boss. He's the exact opposite of that.
Okay.
He's
interesting.
He's whiny. He's scared.
Yeah.
He's kind of like me. I'm paranoid and a scared person, and I like playing that. Those are my favorite characters in movies and stuff, are the characters who are down on their luck. So I like playing that.
Yeah, kind of some vulnerability there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Darian, how about you? You play Emily. What stands out to you about this play?
Well, I think we're all talking about characters a lot because the show itself is very character-driven.
Okay.
All 6 of the characters in the show are very, very important to the plot and to driving it forward. And my favorite thing is that we are all so dynamic. None of us are one-sided people. We all change throughout the show. We all develop. We all show different sides of who we are, the good and the bad.
Right.
And I just really love that because I love analyzing characters. I love analyzing people, really getting into the nitty gritty.
Right.
And that is exactly what this show does.
Ooh, I like that. So kind of like we all have good and bad in us, right? And there's all those, Aiden, you said your character's kind of whiny and kind of fearful, things like that.
Yeah.
Christina, you said yours is really strong. So maybe those, strengths and weaknesses are in us all, huh? And this helps to see that, perhaps? Or? Okay, nice. Miranda, you play Holdy. How about you? What stands out to you about this play?
So I would say with Holdy, she's kind of ditzy.
Okay.
And that's kind of...
Those are fun characters.
Yeah, right. So she kind of, I feel like, makes a lot of the comedy happen just because she's so stupid with some stuff and just like doesn't understand a lot. So that's always really fun to play, and just kind of being able to make everyone kind of question some of her choices.
Oh, okay. And it sounds like perhaps make people laugh as well. Huh?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that's always fun. Vicks, how about you? You play Marjorie. What stands out to you about this play in particular?
Just the duality of it in the play itself, and then also the characters, especially with my character. I kind of compare her to a puppeteer throughout the show.
Oh, do you and Agatha work together that way?
I wouldn't necessarily say together.
Yeah.
So maybe two opposing puppeteers here, huh? So,
Yes.
wow.
Yes, very much
And
so.
Agatha, Christina, is Agatha kind of manipulative as well? That's what I'm hearing over here, Vicks, that your character's manipulative?
Yes, very much
So,
so.
Christina, is Agatha kind of manipulative as well? Or is she just like, everyone just listens to what she says anyway?
A little bit of both, I would say. Yeah, because what's interesting is at certain points, like, we know that Mallory / Marjorie, like, holds back a lot, especially when Agatha walks into a room. But when Agatha's not there, she's always plotting, always got something going on. So that's how we're opposing in that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this does sound like a juicy story. Cool. This sounds like fun. Stick around for more from the cast of The Moors, which is showing at the Performing Arts Center right here on the Winona State University campus, October 13th through the 16th.
Do you love podcasts but crave local content? Well, now you can keep it local with KQAL Podcasts on KQAL.org. Hear interviews with Minnesota bands, artists, chefs, comedians, historians, community leaders, and more. KQAL Podcasts, keeping it local on KQAL.org.
Also listen to KQAL on Spotify, Apple, Google, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Well, I ain't going no higher.
You're listening to Artbeat, and today we're talking to the cast of The Moors, which is showing at the Performing Arts Center right here on the Winona State University campus, October 13th through the 16th. A lot of you mentioned your own character as something that stands out to you. Do you have a favorite character other than your own? So, Christina, do you have a favorite character other than Agatha?
I would have to say Mallory / Marjorie.
I knew it.
Only because, like, I love the character development, like, for Vicks's character, because, like, it's very slow and subtle in the beginning, and then we get to the moment where they're like, oh, we finally get to know what's on your mind. So I think if I wasn't playing Agatha, I'd want to play your character.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Aiden, can you top that?
No, I don't know if I can, but my favorite's Darian with Emily. She, there's several things I like about her character. She kind of comes off at the beginning as like weak, but throughout the story develops into a very powerful, strong character. But also she sings a song in the play, and it's amazing. And she does a really good job with it.
Cool.
And it's one of my favorite parts of the show.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Darian, it sounds like you have a good voice. And so what would stand out to you other than your own character, another character that you'd really like?
Honestly, I love Haldy because she reminds me of myself. I can be very ditzy. I'm not stupid. I'm just ditzy.
Right. There's a big difference. There's a big
Yes.
difference. Ditzy can be fun, right?
Yeah. And I think it's so easy for me to get wrapped up in my own head and my own thoughts, and like it takes somebody else to like pull me out of that and like say like, hey, snap out of it,
Right.
So I think I can relate to Haldy a lot.
Okay. Nice. I like that. Miranda, who you play Holdy, what character other than Holdy stands out to you? Like, who's your favorite?
So I would say the Moorhen, who is the one actor that is not here.
Okay.
But her character is very kind of the same. She's kind of ditzy, but she just doesn't really know much because she's a bird. And she kind of helps the Mastiff like throughout, trying to like learn lessons, I'll say.
Interesting. Okay, nice. Vicks, how about you? You play Marjorie, Mallory. Who stands out to you other than your own characters?
That's a tough one, actually, because I both love Holdy and Agatha because they're so different, but also life hasn't been kind to them. I don't think life has been kind to any of our characters.
Okay.
But they don't really let it, like, get to them type thing.
Ah, okay. Right. You never let them, they never let you see them sweat, right?
Yeah.
Right. And Agatha, that's kind of your nemesis, it sounds like. or perhaps, I don't know. Maybe.
Can't give away too much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll leave it at that then. That's juicy enough to get people interested. So, like I said before, I mean, you guys have been working on this all semester. It takes a lot to put on a production like this. What has been the biggest challenge? And anyone can just jump in here. Like, what's been the biggest challenge, or maybe something that that you've learned throughout this process? You know.
Well, it's a time to learn how to balance not only a show and classes and work, but also your own health, whether it be physical or mental.
Right.
And it's something you have to learn to do in the industry, and it's such a good time to learn about it while you're in college, especially with a production with such a close-knit group as this.
Right. Anyone else want to chime in on that? Something that you've learned, or something that was a challenge? Or?
So for me personally, I just got thrown into the show a week ago for
wow.
being an actor because one of our other actors had an emergency happen, so they had to drop out. So this is the fastest I've ever had to put on a show and be ready for performance. So just trying to make sure I can do everything still to the best of my ability has definitely been a challenge and a learning experience.
Wow. Well, that's impressive. Just jumping in, you know,
yeah, so,
kind of at the last minute.
Yeah, I was the assistant stage manager before, so I kind of knew like what was going on.
Right, sure. Still, that's challenging. That's good. That's cool. Anyone else? Like challenges or things you've learned?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm becoming an adult now, so I have to balance learning how to be on my own and also now having to spend a lot of my time doing this.
Right.
Like, yeah, I guess a lot of freshmen probably don't have as much on their plate as me, maybe, so it's been a little challenging.
Yeah, I think that always impresses me when people are doing this type of work as freshmen, you know.
Yeah.
Because, I know I wouldn't have been able to. So
yeah.
We have Christina and Darian left. Anything that was challenging or something that really stood out to you as something you learned? Or?
Well, you know, going back about that whole workload thing, you know, I mean, before the pandemic, I got used to doing 2 shows at the same time as well as high school.
Oh, wow.
And I still think that doing college and 1 show is way worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a whole nother battle. And so like you get used to doing one thing even when it's like really stressful and it's a lot to work with. And then like you completely go on to another thing, and it seems similar, but it's not. It's really not. It's a completely different way of doing things.
Right.
It's a whole different way of life. And so I think the hardest thing has just been trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with this.
Okay.
You know?
Right. So it's kind of like leveling up, right? Right?
Definitely.
Whole new thing. Okay, and Christina, something that was challenging or something you may have learned? Or?
I think I learned a great deal about myself specifically.
Nice.
So when I first started the production, I remember I was like, I'm casted as Agatha, and one thing our director told us right away was like, oh yeah, we don't like Agatha. Everyone hates Agatha. And I was like, I wasn't used to that idea because I'm like, I already try not to like be in the limelight as much because I try to like keep to myself.
Right.
And like I always try my best to make peace with everyone, but then all of a sudden I have to play like an opposing like personality to myself. And like I realized that the reason that people don't like Agatha was like because she knows who she is and she knows what she wants and she's not like unapologetic about it. And I have to like had to embody this type of person, and I really tapped into a different part of myself playing this character. So I learned that there's a different side of me that I didn't know was there.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what I learned about myself while doing this play.
Awesome. That is really cool. That's one of the things that I've always thought, like, personally, like, looking at actors, I'm like, how the heck do you guys do that? Because, I mean, yeah, how do you become someone else? Or how do you draw those things out? How do you get behind these emotions when it's maybe not something you would normally do or say? That is super impressive to me. So congratulations to all of you. I think it's awesome that you guys do this. What do you guys think that people should kind of take away from this play? What do you think people are going to walk out of the theater like murmuring to each other and stuff,
What did I just watch?
What
I love
on
it.
earth?
I love it.
Couldn't
I
have
love
said
it.
it better myself.
I love it. Okay, well, does anyone else have anything to add? I mean, that's pretty fantastic.
A big one I know, even as an actor, is what happens next.
Ooh. You're still wondering about the story and these characters and where are they going from here. I like that. Nice. Anyone else? No? I see your head shaking back and forth. Okay. Why? Well, here's another one. We can dive into. Why do you think this is an important story? Or is it? Or is it just sheer entertainment? Or is this something? Because it sounds to me like this is going to make us think a little bit, about ourselves.
I think it's an important show to watch because it condenses down all these things in our world, whether it be the confidence from Agatha, the fear from the Mastiff, the celebrity culture from Huldy, and then Emily's entire thing. And then there's Marjorie Mallory, who's just, the world beats down on her every chance it gets. And it's just how these things interact. And you can always find a character to connect with.
Right.
And I think that's part of what makes you think.
Ooh.
Because even if you weren't in it, if you were to watch it, you'd find a part of yourself in the show. And that's why it's such a good thing to watch.
Right. That's kind of the beauty of theater and even just any type of storytelling in general, isn't it? That we all learn from it. We can all see ourselves in it, right? So anyone else, another angle or reason why this is an important story for people to take in?
I think so.
I feel like it kind of shows you, like, what decisions not to make in a way.
Okay.
Because a lot of us make very, very poor decisions.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
So.
Well, I mean, in life, I know you're talking about the play of the cast, but I think we all do sometimes, just like, like it sounds like the characters are really varied. We all have different stressors. We all have different backgrounds and things that we bring to the table, right? So, Christina, it looks like you got something to say.
I think you really see what women are capable of, like when you watch the show. Like we see, like, women are allowed to be confident. Women are allowed to be conniving, are allowed to be manipulative. We have a variety of things that we are able to be. We are able to grow from being someone who didn't think they need power to someone who wants that power. And I think, like, that's what really, like, we're shown, like, our cast shows throughout the show. And then, we have Aiden. But,
Right.
But, yeah, we are, like, women are allowed to be all sorts of different things, and we are able to portray that in our show.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Ooh. Unless anyone else has something else to say on that, I think that's pretty darn good. So we're talking about the Moors. It's being put on by the Winona State University Theater and Art Department. It's here on campus. Opening night is tomorrow night, right? So Wednesday, October 13th, runs through the 16th, Wednesday through Saturday. Get down to the campus of Winona State to see this. Let's see, showtime's at 7:30. Tickets, you can find tickets at the door. Students are $5, general admission for $10. It's at the Performing Arts Center here on campus, the Dufresne Performing Arts Center, and it's in the Vivian Fusillo Theater. I never know if I say that right, so I just that's how I say it. So, yeah, once again, it's the Moors right here on the Winona State University campus. We're talking to the Winona Theater and Art Department right now. We're talking to the cast of the play. So we're talking to. You guys, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been a pleasure. It's always fun to talk to the cast of a performance here on campus because it's just fun to see what's behind this, you know? I mean, we see you guys up on stage, but then it's fun to hear, like, you know, how this came together, you know, where you guys are coming from in your roles and things like that. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks again to cast members Christina, Aiden, Darian, Miranda, and Vicks for joining us today on Artbeat. The Moors will be showing tomorrow, Wednesday, October 13th through Saturday, October 16th at the Performing Arts Center on the Winona State University campus. Tickets are $10 general admission and $5 for students and will be available at the door. Showtime is 7:30 p.m. For more conversations on art, tune into Artbeat Tuesdays at 12:30 right here on 89.5 KQAL. I'm Bill Stoneberg, and we've just heard from the cast of The Moors on Artbeat.
Artbeat is written and produced by KQAL FM on the campus of Winona State University. Visit us on the web at kqal.org.